Welcome to the big new Song of the Year poll for 2019 that is all about Mad Cool Festival 2019. I am your host, my name is Chris Murray. I'm joined here by two guests because I'm worried that everything I say to do with this quiz doesn't make sense. I'm going to explain it to them as we go and see how we get on. To my left is my brother. His name is Adam Murray, aka the Independent Adjudicator.
I don't know what that means.
As an independent adjudicator.
Oh, yes.
And then to my other left is John McGowan, aka the Independent Adjudicator. Independent Adjudicator.
It just sounds like jaundice, which is okay.
Right, so John, as you know, you've been voting on this Song of the Year poll for the last week. We originally had 50-ish songs, I think. We managed to get it down to, we needed 36, right? So we got it down to, there were 40 different tracks that people had voted on. So all we had to do was, first of all, take out the artists that received more than one vote for one particular song.
Right.
Now there was 12 of those, which we're going to call the musical champions, right? So straight away, the musical champions, we're going to be going through the next round and we're going to forget about them for now. I'll tell you the names, and you react to them as we go, tell me if they're any good, tell me if you think they're going to win.
Okay then.
So, we've got the Smashing Pumpkins Tonight.
That's definitely a main contender for me.
Okay. Eric Pritt's Piano.
I don't know, I've never heard it in my life.
Robin with Dancing on My Own.
Can't stand it, but funnily enough, like that cover.
The Hives, Hate to Say I Told You So.
Great festival song.
Wolfmother and Woman.
Lame Led Zeppelin.
The Chemical Brothers and Galvanized, which you voted for.
Yeah, most definitely. Can't wait to see that again.
The 1975, It's Not Living If It's Not With You.
I won't even dignify that with a response because they shouldn't even exist.
The National, Blood Buzz Ohio.
Very good, although depressing for the festival.
Disclosure with Latch.
Never heard it.
Greta Van Fleet with Black Smoke Rising.
Once again, no idea who that is.
Two more that have made it into the champions. John Hopkins, Open Eye Signal.
Don't know what it is.
And the last one, Sunlight by Years and Years.
No idea what it is.
So those 12 are considered the musical champions. Those were voted into the next round without any debate. So we're going to forget about those 12 for now. We had 36 spots in total, so we've got another 24 artists to tell you about. We won't go over them too much, but basically, some people voted for some artists, some people voted for one song, some people voted for another song, and what we had to do is compile that all into one big poll, and then eliminate some multiples. Does that make sense? So, you voted on 9 different tracks that are artists that had options, and then you had another bit where you voted on a final scramble, yeah? So, the 9 artists that you voted on, I'm going to tell you the results right now. Do you think that Alexa's too loud?
No, that's fine.
Okay. I'll pause it for this bit. Alexa, pause! Thank you. Right, so the first song that you voted on was Vampire Weekend. You had 2 choices. You had Oxford Comma and you had A-Punk. Now this is just a straightforward vote. People picked a side or another side because there was 7 of us. There had to be a winner, right?
Yep.
So I can tell you that Oxford Comma got 42.9% of the vote. 3 votes.
Yeah, I get it.
And then A-Punk got 57.1% of the vote, so that goes through.
Well, yeah. I personally voted Oxford Comma, but A-Punk's also a great song, so...
So, for the tracks that had more than one... for the artists that had more than one song, what we did is we asked you... I asked you to order them in order of best to worst. Now, what we did is I then went and worked out a voting system, which they use in the Scottish elections. Who thunk it?
There we go.
So basically what I did was, when I got people to order the songs by which one they liked the most, it meant that we could, use everyone's vote, make sure we had a majority. So, from the first choice, as in the people who picked like that as their number 1 best song by Bon Iver, 57.1% of those people picked Skinny Love. So you actually don't need to do any secondary voting, that just goes through because it's already got a majority.
Yeah, of course.
Excellent. Right, so the next one we voted on was Bring Me the Horizon. We're going to come back to that because that had a bit of a special case. Stop shaking your head. So the next one you did was Prophets of Rage. There was 3 options. You could have voted for either the song Prophets of Rage, Jump Around, which is their version of House of Pain, or... So, we had to restart the video because it stopped recording for some reason. Prophets of Rage was the next song you could have voted on. You had the song Prophets of Rage, you had Bomb Track, which was Rage Against the Machine, and you had Jump Around, which was House of Pain. Right, so, from the first round of voting, Jump Around took 42% of the vote, which was the most, but didn't have a majority.
Okay.
Prophets of Rage took 28% of the vote, and Bomb Track took 28%. So what you're supposed to do at that point is remove the votes for the second place artist and then distribute what their next person's choice was.
Right.
So that eventually you end up with someone at a majority. Now there was 2 different last place ones, so I worked out with both to see what would happen. So if you take away the votes for Bomb Track and go to their second people's choices, then Jump Around comes out with 71% of the vote and Prophets of Rage comes out with 28%. And then if you do it the other way and take out the other one, then Bomb Track comes out with 42% of the vote and Jump Around comes out with 57%. So whatever way you do it, Jump Around goes through.
Jump Around is a clear winner.
You both happy with that?
Makes sense.
Right, so next one, again an easy one. You've got The Cure. There was 3 different songs you could have voted on. After the first round of voting, Pictures of You and Friday I'm in Love both took 42.9% of the vote, right? Close to Me took 14.3%, so that gets eliminated. Those people's second choice votes go to whatever their second choice is, and from the second round of voting, Pictures of You jumped to 57%, with Friday I'm in Love getting 42%. Unbelievable. The clear favourite, Friday I'm in Love, has been eliminated.
Strange one actually, but I was Pictures of You.
Right, the next 4 are all multiple choice, so they're fairly easy to get through. So, Kaytranada, Got It Good took 57% of the vote, while Glowed Up took 42%. So, Got It Good goes through. Lewis Capaldi, Someone You Love took 71% and Grace took 28%, so Someone You Love goes through.
Okay.
You're not happy with that?
I'm just not happy with Lewis Capaldi in general.
Noel Gallagher, you had AKA What a Life, that took 71%, whereas Dead in the Water took 28%. I was pretty good, because I picked out Dead in the Water. But
yeah, it's a beautiful song. It's the only Noel Gallagher song I actually know and like.
And then the last one was Taj Sultana, which I know was a contentious one for you, because you like them both. It was Jungle versus Pink Moon. It was 4 votes to 3. Jungle took 4 votes, Pink Moon took 3 votes.
Surprising.
So that'll do. So basically all of those artists are then added to the artists that I told you about earlier, as well as a further 15 artists from the Scramble. Now what the Scramble is we basically decided another 5 artists that we didn't like to bin off. And I did this very, very strangely. I tried to do all sorts of different voting systems and none of them worked, and eventually I just took the 8 artists that you voted on, gave 8 points to the person you voted on for the most hated, gave 1 point to the person you voted on least most hated, and whoever had the most points got eliminated. Does that make sense? So I won't read out who everyone voted for, but obviously there were some artists that people hated more than others.
I still want to know who voted for Marina.
So for example, I'll explain Marina. John, you happened to put Marina as your #1 most hated.
Yes, I cannot stand her. And her
As well
stupid
as-
blood diamonds.
Someone else voted for Marina as their least most hated.
I want to know who that is as well.
So Marina scored a total of 9 points, which was 8 from you, 1 from someone else. 9 points wasn't enough to get eliminated, so that actually stays in and goes through the next round.
Disgusting.
So I'll read you out the point scores of all the people that got eliminated. Gossip scored 35 points.
Good.
Way out in favour, even though I didn't personally nominate it.
I thought you would have.
I'm happy to see it go through. So Gossip is gone. That has 35 points. Second place was crazy, weird, because I don't know why she took this many votes. Sharon Van Etten, 24 points, also gone. Very strange.
Everyone's all about her right now.
Exactly. As we're joining them too, Empire of the Sun are also gone. They took 24 points. I think it's because whoever picked that song, Scott,
It totally was Scott.
didn't pick Empire of the Sun's big song.
What did he pick?
He picked Alive. What about Walking on a Dream?
Regardless, they were just a terrible MGMT, so...
I mean, yeah, we saw them last year.
Anyway, they were good.
Next up, American Authors took 23.
I don't have an opinion of them because I don't know them.
They're like like band pop, like Imagine Dragons.
Or like the 1975.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And the last one joining Gossip, Sharon Van Etten, Empire of the Sun, American Authors is Johnny Marr, which I thought was surprising, but also it's not Johnny Marr's song, so it's a bit...
Yeah, I mean, if it's not the Smiths, you're...
Yeah, I agree. So that means the remaining artists that are still in it: Cat Power's still in it, Rosalia's still in it, George Fitzgerald, Vince Staples, Mogwai, Rolling Blackouts, Coastal Fever, Marina, The Snuts, Bears Den, Georgia Smith, Iggy Pop, Lauryn Hill, The Amazons, S.G. Lewis. They all took points, but not enough to get them eliminated. And my personal choice, Metronomy, took no points whatsoever from the elimination
Yeah,
round.
everyone likes Metronomy, but clearly nobody loves them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're solid. Right.
No one dislikes, sorry.
You happy with the numbers for all of those so far?
Makes sense.
So this is where things get interesting. John, I explained this to you a bit earlier on. Hopefully it will still make sense. So we've got those 12 champions that we picked out earlier that got multiple votes and just made it straight through without being voted on. So we're going to forget about them for now.
Okay.
They're getting a bye through to the next round, which means we don't have to do any voting on them. They're going to be going through to the final 24. They're going to make up half of the final 24.
Yep.
That leaves us 24 songs that have either came from that final scramble or have been voted on. What we're going to do now is we're going to put all those tracks against each other.
In a battle royale.
Kind of. We're going to put them into sets of 2 and we're going to vote on each of those songs. So 24 songs will mysteriously become 12.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And what we're going to do now is we're going to draw those names out of a hat.
Or a pot. Actually.
Oh yeah, it's actually a
used to
pot
be a
because
pot.
you're wearing
I'm
the
wearing
hat
the
and it
hat,
wasn't
yeah.
right. So we're going to pause there for now while we start a new video.
Some local pause. Is the can making that noise? Okay. We only have 17 minutes worth of footage.